Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, Megan's still up to it, so I'm still going to talk about it. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody who watched my last night slash this morning's video because it's taken off huge. I appreciate you all so much for that. She's got another one up. She posted another video on her Instagram. It's a Netflix trailer. It's a new trailer for that same With Love Meghan. And it is even more cringe than the first one, if you can believe that. So I've got parts of it here. I say it like that because there is copyrighted music on it, but I thought we could talk about it. And more fun than that, we could read some of the comments underneath it. I'm Jen. Thank you so much for being here. Honk, honk, everyone. Guys, we have so much to talk about. Okay, so Megan is up to it again. Let me just not delay this. Let me just put this up here, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you it is so cringe. Seriously. So as you know, her Netflix show hits on Tuesday. I will be talking about it here on the channel. Come back. I'm going to have surprise guests. I'm going to have all kinds of good stuff in store for us. We will make this fun. Don't watch it. Let me do that. Let me do that for you. Goodness gracious. I'm a glutton for punishment. Am I? I'm a goosey glutton for punishment. Anyway, oh, how about my name today? Jen Authentic Cooking. It's a cooking show where there's no cooking happening. Now you'll see some cooking in this trailer, but it's the chef doing the cooking. Megan's just like arranging things on a platter, you know, as you do when you have a cooking show. The other thing I want to point out, I'm just going to go ahead and show you, is this because I can't stop laughing about it. Let's see here. I'm stalling because I meant to have this pulled up. 1 second here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, there it is. So I would like to remind you that part of this show is about friendships. That's what it's advertised as, a show about friendships. Who wouldn't want a friend that looks at you like this when you're cooking together? Seriously, can you imagine? How many times do you think a day does Harry get this look? Now, I don't think that they'll see each other every day or together anymore on a daily basis, but back when they were, how many times did he get this look here? There's just so much to this. I think this is just the most beige thing I've ever seen. Yeah, for once, she's actually not wearing beige here. I'm shocked, but it's grayish, but it is the most beige, boring looking show I've ever seen. And then to drop a new trailer that is this painful to watch, it really does break my brain. I don't understand what Netflix is thinking. I understand Megan. Megan thinks everything she does is great, so she won't see any problem with it. But how does Netflix not see that there's a real problem here with this show? But let's take a look at the trailer. Again, it's playing that Do You Believe in Magic song. So I can't play that song. So we're just going to take a look at it. And I'll just play it a bunch and we'll pause it as we go. Starting with this, with the lemons. Let me make this a little bigger for us. Yeah, the lemon. So much lemon, so much lemons. Again, if you're known for kind of being a flop, do you want to associate yourself with things like beige and lemons? Because hello, she's the human lemon. Everything she touches just goes to crap. She's a lemon in human form. So is Harry, by the way. So is Harry. Okay. All right, so I'll hit play here. And yeah, so we got the ice cubes. We got another, let's go. That's why I was like, is this the same trailer? It basically is, but recut. But then we have, oh, there you go. They're calling a sneak peek. Now, I did notice in this one, they made sure to put in a not beige moment. I think they were, I don't know if they're listening at all, but I kept saying, why is everything beige? Yes, I get that she's beige all the time. If you missed it, I did a video a couple months ago where I showed every month she was photographed in something beige, with the exception of 1 month. And that 1 month she wasn't photographed was a month where she was in Jamaica and she was in that big dumb ball gown in a movie theater. So it's like, oh, you've got your own problems there. I'm surprised it wasn't a beige ball gown, but otherwise it was beige. But again, beige in here, I can't understand. I get that it's not my thing. More power to you if it's yours. But to make that your whole personality, it's again, it's to make the soap story your whole personality, to make lemons your whole personality. What is happening? There's some real psychological things going on here. Something's happening. I don't know. I can't make sense of it. But I do notice that they don't have, I keep pointing the wrong way. They don't have her in beige here. So there's something. I guess. There's a positive. Hey, I'm making lemons out of it. All right, so here's a chef. He seems to know. I don't know anything about him. I know he's a famous chef. He seems to know what he's doing. She does not seem to know what she's doing. I would encourage you to watch her, especially because he's doing the chefing. She is not. She's arranging some sort of something on a platter. Um, something that I do at like I don't know, a holiday with my family, Let me help you. And I'm just like, there, I helped. Um, but this is the most forced thing, and I wish I could play the sound for you again. I cannot because of the song, but it's just I'll see if I can play a little bit of the conversation. It's just a nothing burger. I swear, you and I, yes, I'm talking to you, stranger on the internet. You and I could sit in a room and have more chemistry than these two because one of us is not Meghan Markle. I have never seen a more robotic human being in my entire life than Meghan Markle. It is wild. I'm trying to get it back on her while I talk about her. Let's hit play here and see. Let's see. All right, here you go. I've just never seen a more robotic person. It is wild. And it's like I say it all the time, don't care saying it again. It's like an alien took over a human, but is just getting it wrong. So it's like, what's happening? How do you not know how to be a person? I could talk to a wall for 30 minutes if I had to. And I'm sure that's not a brag. I'm saying most of us can. You just suck it up and you do it. You find something to ask somebody about, or you find some common bond. Again, to relate it back to my favorite show of Taskmaster, there was actually a challenge where they put you in a room with a stranger and they see if you can find things that you have in common. And it's just kind of a funny thing. That's not a hard task to do. You just make conversation and you get outside of yourself and you find out what the other person likes. It is impossible for Meghan to do that. She's trying here. Well, no, she's not trying. She's pretending to try here, and it's just the most inauthentic thing I've ever seen. Authentic thing I've ever seen in my life. But let me see if this is still playing music here. Hang on. Ellingen here. Yep, they're still playing music, so I couldn't actually play this part. She's talking about dances. All right, that's where we pick up. Okay, talking about dancing. I normally I'd be like, okay, whatever. But again, it's like she's decided dancing is her thing all of a sudden. It was in yesterday's video, and we're seeing it here. Dancing is my thing. Okay. But it's like, look at me, I'm quirky. I'm one of you guys. It's so weird. It's so cringy and authentic. I'm laughing out of uncomfortability. I'm not comfortable with this. She did the Urkel dance yesterday. Today she's talking about dancing. Why the dancing? And might I remind you all, I posted this on my Twitter. I don't have it in front of me, but take my word on it. On her resume, she listed dancing. So there's a history there where she listed, I think it was tap and ballet on her resume. Okay. It might have remind you it's like the concerts we've seen her at. It's just a seal clap. And listen, I can't dance to save my life, but I'm not pretending that I can dance. I'm not dancing on a Netflix show and I'm not putting it on my resume. So that's the difference. Again, it goes back to inauthentic, which is a fancy word for you're full of you know what? All right, let's keep going. Let's see if I can play a little bit more.
Not the actual dance,
like
but
the
the
Roger
dance.
Rabbit.
Yeah. Okay. Who is this for? I'm asking you, who is this for? I'm so relatable. What? No, you're not. It's so weird. Everything about this is weird. And again, I don't know this chef. He seems like a nice enough guy. I question his taste if he went on the show, but whatever. Maybe he was paid big fat paycheck and he's like, okay, I'll do it. Fine. Great. Maybe he's wonderful. He doesn't seem like he seems like he's just trying to have a conversation. And again, it's like having a conversation with AI where you're like, okay, they're almost getting it right, but the hands are right. You know what I mean? If you know, you know, on AI, they always get the hands wrong, but it's like you're almost getting the conversation right, but you're a few decades off and it's not quite making sense. And your facial features don't match, or your facial expressions features don't match what's being said here. I can't make sense of it. All right, let's continue on. Let's see.
The Roger Rabbit and the Kid and Play.
Okay, what year is this? Again, I don't say my exact age. She has 10 million guesses as to what her age is. if I'm somewhere in the ballpark of that, yes, I know what she's talking about. But it really doesn't okay, yeah, okay. I don't even know why I'm trying. Let's hit play. All right, I can't keep playing because of the sound, but, I mean, I can't keep playing the sound because of the music, but I'll hit play here and we can just see. Oh, it was so much fun. See? And he's, like, trying to be nice, like, "Ha, ha, 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 we should have been friends a long time ago," or something like that, and she can't play along. I guess it's, like, lack of improv or just lack of being a human. If you had just met someone, okay, and you're being friendly and they say something, even if you don't necessarily agree with them, if it's just an acquaintance, you're more likely to go, yeah, true. Ha ha ha. She can't even do that. She just kind of giving side eye, bombastic side eye. I'm sorry, my kid always says that bombastic side eye. So she's giving the bombastic side eye. I don't even know what that's from. My kid says it, so we're going with that. Bombastic side eye it is. Which reminds me a little bit of Shaggy. I'm dating myself. But anyway, it's just so again, inauthentic, forced. It's not relatable, but she's pretending like it's relatable. Look, we're friends. Oh, there you go. There's that look. So friendly. So friendly. I love to stare at my friends like this. No, I don't. Even if they say something crazy, there's life behind my eyes. There's usually a smile there. Like even if one of you, I mean, you guys, my flockers says something crazy, you can see it on the live stream. I'm not usually like, it's just more like, what? What are you saying? I don't get it. Unless you say something really mean, I'm not like giving you daggers like this. So it's funny that she's trying to convince us that they're old friends or they're good friends or something. I guess not old friends. They're good friends. And yet I'm guessing this is some sort of mass slip. I don't understand why Netflix would put this in its trailer. What is it trying to show us? I don't know. She's busy chopping lemons. I don't know. And what is she doing, by the way? So see, he's doing the chefing. Yes, I'm very official. I don't know. He's doing the prep work. What would you say see, again, just more. And I get it. I get it. I'm not being obtuse. I get that maybe it's meant to be a playful side. It doesn't read as playful, is my point. I was joking around with a friend earlier who called me a swamp person, and it was funny, and it made me laugh. And so I didn't give this friend a look like, how dare you? I just went with this like, sure, I'm that. Ha ha ha. In my mind, I might have been going like this, but in my head or in my face, I was laughing because normal people with friends don't do this. So if I don't believe that they're friends at all, I believe he's brought in for the day or whatever and paid it a big amount. And that's that. I don't know. Even if they were friends, she would look at him like that. I don't even know why I'm trying to make her human where she's not very human. She's very robotic. It's just so funny. It's so funny. The harder she tries, the weirder it comes across. It's very, again, AI gone wrong, robotic. And okay, let's pretend like they are friends. Again, the facial expressions. Who wants to be friends with somebody like that? Who wants to be judged by every single thing they say? Who wants to live like that? We heard the story, and I talked about it recently, where again, it was I'm pointing to my book over here, Revenge. Sorry, I can do better. Revenge. It was in that book where there was the story of like the first time she was meeting Haz's friends, allegedly, she was just awful. Like, didn't want them joking around. I think I might have some of the details wrong, but I believe it was something like calling them basically misogynistic for some of their jokes and stuff, and just not fun at all, yelling at people over the wrong shade of red for these blankets that she wanted brought in. Just this whole thing. I ended up having a conversation with Revealing the Narc about this because it just struck me as so odd. It sticks with me. So I'm saying, like, even if it's kind of true, even if it's 1% true, who wants to be friends with somebody like that? Who wants to hang out in the kitchen with somebody like this? It's like getting in a long car with somebody, right? You better make sure that person's fun and that you want to joke back and forth with them. Not that they're going to be looking at you like, that side-eyed stink face that that she's doing right now. Just not fun at all. Sucks the fun out of everything. No thank you on all that. I feel like she's sucking the fun out, but then she has no realization whatsoever. But it's like some Netflix executive said, they can't say this because they're afraid of her, but basically in a better way, they said something like, Meghan, I need you to bring some fun. So this is her idea of bringing fun. Ha ha ha, Roger Rabbit. Can't make it make sense. All right, let's hit play. Yeah. So here you go. More lemons, more beige, more dancing. That same hug with Harry. With love, Meghan. I don't think so, Meghan. What is with the dancing? What is this? It's really like she just decided dancing would be her thing now. Like if you have nothing, like no fun, dancing's my thing now. High-waisted pants are my thing now. That's been her thing. Pants up to the boobs, that's my thing now. Look, guys, I have a thing. No, it doesn't make up for lack of personality dancing around like a monkey or like a clown or whatever. It just makes sense. Oh my God, the outfits. I was actually about to hit record on going over the high-waisted pants. So I'm going to have to add this to the list. It's just so bad. So yeah, I'll be doing something like that soon, but I just had to react to this video, but let's look at some comments because I'm still stuck on this, but let me finish. Yeah, that's it for this part of it. The trailer is up on Netflix. I don't have the ratio yet. It just hit. When it starts to get good, I'll talk about that, meaning a thumbs up to the thumbs down, but let's take a look at some of the comments because they are so fun. All right, just here for the comments. Me too. I am too. I actually put a comment in there. I'm here for the high-waisted beige comments. All right. Didn't she just say social media was dangerous? Yaha, I've said the same thing. Talked about how her kids were safe from social media and a room full of grieving parents, then started multiple Instagram accounts. Exactly this. And bringing her kids online. Exactly this. You can't make this level of hypocrisy up, can you? Uses grieving parents and children and things like that to push her agenda about free speech and calls it misinformation while spreading misinformation. Do you see all the layers here? Do you see it? Because I do, and I can't stop talking about it. Unbelievable hypocrisy. All right. This reminds me I have to cancel Netflix. Same. I've had so many people say, yeah, I'm not going to be watching it because I canceled Netflix. Don't worry. I got you. I'll watch it. Don't worry about it. She gives me anxiety. She gives off really bad, fake, passive aggressive. Yes. Hard agree. Big time agree. Absolutely. All day long. Have I said that I agree enough? I'm nodding emphatically. Yes. I just don't understand how you get dead shark eyes. I can't do it. I don't understand it. If anything, I'm like super expressive in everything I say. I'm not patting my own back. I'm saying most human beings are, especially if it's something like this is stuff that I care about in terms of this channel. These flockers are things that I care about. So I can't hide it in my face. This is supposed to be something she cares about. Look at her face. Does that scream that I care about this? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Look at how she looks at Has. Claw, tight mouth, tight neck. I just don't understand it. I don't. Oh God, I bet she's tons of fun. Oh my gosh, the interaction is so wooden. That's such a great way to describe it. It is. It's very wooden. Not Pinocchio wooden, but wooden spoon wooden. So contrived, lacking emotions. I won't be watching this. Well done, Netflix, for leaving the comments open. Listen to your audience. Yes. And then the comment cuts off, but that's brilliant. All right. But she wants her privacy. That's right. We want privacy. We want privacy. Yeah, I can tell she definitely does. She clearly does not have genuine interest in him. Exactly. I thought they were talking about Harry at first, but I realized they meant the chef. But yes, exactly. Because she centers herself in everything. Ding, ding, ding. It leaks off of everything she does. Absolutely. You can smell it from here. The desperation to be in the center and to be noticed and to make it all about her. She couldn't stand the idea that this chef would get more attention than her. So she's going to talk nonsense about some dance move or whatever the hell she's talking about. Who knows? But she centers herself in everything instead of taking the opportunity to expand on his responses. Exactly that. That is something that is so important to me, meaning watch when people interview other people. It's something, again, I sound like Meghan. I'm not tooting my own horn. It's something that I've had to learn too. I'm new at this interviewing thing. I'm still learning. And something that I notice is a lot of people, when they interview people, will ask a question and then head down, not ask to expand on things, not engage with people. That doesn't show you're super interested in the other person. I look for it in people too. If people aren't asking follow-up questions, they don't have to ask a million questions, but if they're not asking any follow-up questions, then that's weird. It doesn't show a genuine interest in what the other person's saying. It's just a normal conversation behavior, and it's normal human behavior. Oh, I find you interesting. I'm going to fully pay attention to what you're saying. I'm going to nod along. I'm going to ask you for a follow-up question like, oh, what was that like? Can you tell me about that? I'm going to naturally lean forward. I'm going to show you with my eyes that I'm interested in what you're saying. Meghan can't do any of that. She's incapable because all Meghan's interested in is Meghan. And that's not just with these chefs. I'm telling you, watch her with anybody. I noticed it when she was in the picture with Lily. She seems to be like running, but not at all engaged. Like it's something she does with everybody. Again, in videos with her children. It's very weird. Very weird. Videos with the dogs. It's about her experience, not the dog, not interacting with the dog. It's just all about Meghan. It's nothing new. I know. It's narcissism, but I'm just saying it will I need a new word for weird. It's bizarre behavior. It really is. It's very robotic. It's very wooden. It's very weird. But yeah, so this person makes such a good point. So she clearly does not have a genuine interest in him. She doesn't have a genuine interest in anybody but herself. Because she centers everything herself in everything instead of taking the opportunity to expand on his responses. She instead makes faces and judgy comments. Yes, 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 yes. I couldn't agree more. I'm saying the same thing. Absolutely. If this is the trailer, God save me from the rest. It's enough. Thank you. No, I agree. So many people have said this trailer, congratulations, the second trailer drop looks even more boring than the first. That's almost impossible to do. Congratulations on that. Wow, that was a deep and meaningful conversation. Sarcasm. Maybe she should write a philosophy book. We need more wisdom like that. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, totally. I'm sure she would. She thinks she's great. Just so you know, Ted, he's the head of Netflix. We ain't even hate watching. It's that tedious. I think that's really funny. That's good. Oh my gosh, this is so much worse. This is so painful. Like this is really bad. You can almost hear crickets and the awkwardness and silence between the convos. Wow. I don't know how anyone would be able to sit through multiple episodes of that. I might make it into a drinking game. We'll see. Marsha B, who is sometimes on the channel here. Hi, Marsha B. And in my Twitter, I believe. But do you believe how tragic? Brilliant. Brilliant. Change the words to do you believe in magic? Do you believe how tragic? No, I don't believe Marsha B. And you're hilarious. I'd rather watch a show with Roy Choi cooking to heavy metal music. That's something they talk about in the clip. That's why we're talking about that. Now that would be a show. Done. Absolutely. I'd like to see this show. I'm just not familiar with work, but I would watch him cooking to heavy metal music. I'd watch him cooking to the sound of crickets versus wanting to watch this. Meghan made me cancel Netflix 2 years ago, and I still don't regret it. Netflix should stop shoving the most unlikable, hateful celebrity down our throats. She has no talent to host anything, let alone representing love she doesn't possess. So this is a side tangent, but I've talked about before. I do watch, it's okay. It's not a great show, but I do watch that Love is Blind. I've recapped it in the past. It's getting dumber, the show, but anyway. But the show was kind of interesting at first about meeting somebody behind a wall. Like, what would that be like? And getting to know somebody's personality before you get to know their physical stuff. What would that be like? So it's kind of an interesting psychological study. That's what interested me in it. But the hosts are awful. It's Nick Lachey and Vanessa, whatever her name is. Lachey, I guess is what she goes by. He is just curmudgeon, and she is very look at me. So it's hard when they're on. I usually fast forward or whatever the modern day equivalent is. Fast forward those scenes. But I tell you what, I would watch 12 hours of those two hosting that crap versus this. I just never seen it. I just don't know what else to say. I've never seen anything like it. It is just so robotic and so look at me. It is wild. All right. She comes across as inauthentic on top of judging someone's music while he does all the work and she rearranged little pieces of cheese on a ready-made platter. I think that's pretty much what we're going to see most of the show, I would assume. Ready-made things that she's just arranging or elevating by adding some sprigs of something to, you know? I don't think there's going to be any substance to it. So we'll see. Again, I'm not going to say yet, but I do have some guests lined up for next week that I'm very excited about. We'll be talking about the cooking, the friendships, the Gen authenticity of it all, just all of it. I'm excited to talk about with you. All right. Even on mute, this sneak peek is excruciatingly cringe. M veers between cheesy, robotic, and nasty. She doesn't appear to be involved with preparation. Just put something on a plate. What does any of the conversation have to do with cooking? Exactly. I can't answer that. I can't make sense of it. Exactly this. That doesn't even bother me. Listen, it's normal if you're in the kitchen with a friend that you're going to veer off from the cooking itself and talk about life or your kids or your whatever you're into, your music, your relationship, whatever it is. I don't think these two have a friendship. So there's nothing to talk about. So they're in that awkward what kind of music do you like stage, right? But again, with the right person, that's the fun stage. When you get to know someone, whether platonically or romantically, that's when you're like, oh, what kind of music do you like? Oh, tell me about that. Tell me about it. She's just missing that chip where she can get excited about getting to know somebody else. She just is. She's just incapable. It's weird. I get excited. Okay, I don't care. Judge me all you want. I get excited about getting to know you guys in the chat. I do. I want to know weird quirks about you and fun things about you. And I want to know what you do so I can make jokes about it. Not make fun of it, but I'm saying like that's just stuff we do in our live chats. It's just an ongoing thing. Like, okay, so we find out somebody's like a librarian. All right, let's make librarian jokes and stuff like that. We just did the fireman the other night. I heard it. Things like that. So it's kind of the fun getting to know and teasing and all that. But again, that kind of joy, that kind of fun, that kind of getting to know someone would be totally lost on somebody like Meghan, who makes everything about themselves. Unbelievable. And then this one says, everyone, no one asked for this. Netflix covering their ears, pushing this clown on people. La la la. I love it. Oh gosh. Those are some great comments. Guys, I want to know your thoughts on all this. This is fun. I have a lot of fun reacting to these ridiculous videos. People are like, why are you covering it? Because it's fun for me. I want to call out the hypocrisy. I want to react to it. I'm going to react to the show because I don't want you guys to watch it. So I'll take one for the team. And I think we should have fun. Like if they just went and lived a quiet life, then I would be quiet about them, but they're not. So I think I'm going to call it out and I think I'm going to have some laughs. You know what? If I do it on behalf of, I don't know, our flock, then let's do that. If it's standing up for Catherine, let's do that. Whatever you want to see it as, let's do that. Her Majesty the Late Queen, let's do that. Guys, that's it for me. I'm dying to know your thoughts on all this. Let me know in the comments below. This has been a lot of fun. Let me know. I do have to have a laugh about something. If you watch my last video, for some reason, something happened with the camera and there was some sort of halo back here. And actually on me at the time, there's a halo. It's kind of funny, but it looks like in the camera, it's doing okay. Hopefully that's the case. If I have a halo, well, it's my camera. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all of it. This has been so much fun. Unlike Meghan, you can see the happiness in my face and the light in my eyes. That sounds so pretentious. That's not what I mean. I mean, not pretentious, so full of myself. I meant I light up and laugh when I think about getting to read your comments and your responses to all this, because I know you guys will have a lot to say, and so do I. So do I. I think it's going to be an action-packed next couple of days. Now, today is Thursday. The twins are doing a live, I believe, so I am taking this evening off. But Friday, I'm planning it. Come back, live chat with me. If I can get it together, I'll let you know. But I'm tentatively planning Friday to do a live chat because I'm sure she'll do more stuff. And I want to talk about it. So honk honk, you beautiful flockers. As always, my most sincere thank you. I'm dying to know your thoughts on all this. Let me know in the comments below. I do want to shout out my Patreon members. I don't mean to neglect you. I've just been cranking these videos out, so sometimes I just don't have a chance to put your names up at the end. So I'm going to take a minute and do that now. Huge thank you to my executive producers, my lovely geese and ganders, the ones you see on the screen before you, for always supporting the show. You mean so much to me. Your support means so much to you, to me. Wow. I sound like Meghan. My support means so much to you. No, your support means so much to me. My sincere thank you. I love you, flockers, so much. If you want to support, you can do it by going to patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Yes, it's my old name, but it's tons of content, hundreds of videos. I feel like I might be losing my mind. Check that out over there if you're the least bit interested. You can even sign up as a free member and you'll still get like alerts when I'm going live. I put that up over there like, hey guys, I'm going to do a live today, that kind of thing. So check that out. Again, thank you guys for everything. You do mean the whole wide world to me. I appreciate you guys more than I can possibly say. As more crazy stuff comes out, I'm going to talk about it. I'm still stuck on this whole I'm a feminist. And I know we saw Mindy Kaling, but there hasn't been many women featured. And again, that's not something I would normally notice, but with Little Miss Feminist Meghan, who loves to brag about empowering women or whatever the hell she's saying in her word salad, there's not many women. We saw that in the video yesterday with the crew. I think there was one woman in the background, somebody had pointed out. And then today, she's the only woman. I think she's that. I think that's where she wants it to be, is she's the only woman. So being a faux feminist. Guys, let me know your thoughts on all this. I can't wait to read your comments. And I'll let you know. I'll read it and I'll let you know if I'm going live, and I'll let you know what's going on. Stick with me. We got lots coming out, I'm sure. I'm hoping to get back to the, I was going to talk about those awful pants from yesterday. I had a funny idea for a video I'm working on. There's lots going on behind the scenes, so check back lots. I'm Jen. Thank you so much for being here. Honk, honk, everyone. Bye.